Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and we have somehow made it all the way into March without having a book haul. Some of you are probably wondering, like, what happened? Have I been switched with an alien? It's possible, because I really haven't been taking on arcs. I keep talking about this and still haven't redone the video where I actually talk about it. It's coming, I promise. But basically, I've had a small pile of things that have kind of been building up since the end of last year, and it didn't seem like enough to really warrant a video, and it just kind of got lost in all of the holiday craziness. And then when it came to this year, not a lot really has been coming in because I haven't been answering review emails, which has meant that... Ow! Which has meant that I kind of haven't been really even thinking in terms of hauls, which is crazy, but there is a little pile that has been sitting on my little cedar chest for ages now that just needs to be put away and needs to be read. Some of it I already have read and just haven't even been thinking about actually showing it to you guys. So today we're gonna do that. So would you please? I'm surrounded. As always, everything I mentioned will be listed and linked in the description so you can find out more about any of the books that I mentioned there, but I'm going to get straight into showing you some of the things that have come my way in the last few months, actually. Starting off with this poor beat-up book, Last of Her Name by Jessica Corey. I have talked about this one a little bit already because I did read it. I read it well before it came out and was all set to review it and talk about it, and then today realized that I totally forgot about it. Just gone. This is why I don't read things super early, and also why I didn't feel so bad about giving up arcs, because this is what I do. So this is out now, and I forgot to tell you guys my thoughts, which are positive. I really liked it. So there will be a review of this coming very soon, if it's not up already by the time you're seeing this video. But it's basically a far futuristic take on the Lost Princess, Princess Anastasia, so really interesting. And this one came from Scholastic. I think a number of these came from Scholastic, actually. Next we have, this one was a present with an amazing card. I love that so much. But this was a present from Ksenia, and it has a little ratty book called Walter, and it's the cutest. It says it's the story of a rat with ratties. How cute. And then also this little like tea towel-y deal that has a little winking penguin with a drink, and it says a drink and a wink. Very cute. Adorable, as always. Next, oh, I hit you right in the noggin, I'm so sorry. This one I have talked a tiny bit about because it was in this month's potential TBR, and it is the Hummingbird Dagger. This one comes courtesy of Swoon Reads, and it's the latest kind of historical romancy intrigue type of thing from Cindy Anstey, or Anstey, I'm not sure how you say her name. This one comes out in April. Been sent a few things by her, and have read bits and pieces. I've never actually read an entire book by her, just not anything against them, it's just the way that it's worked out so far. But I am curious about this one, so maybe this will be the first. Then we have The Things She's Seen by Amblin and Ezekiel Quemolina. Hopefully I'm saying that right, I have no idea. This one comes out in May and is kind of a thriller, very little trim novel, which I tend to appreciate for thrillers because then they seem to be really tightly plotted and fast-paced and give you those sort of thrillery, heart-racing type of vibes, but that's all conjecture at this point, so I guess we'll see. But I am going to be, I don't remember if it's officially a blog tour or what the deal is, but I will be talking about this in May, I want to say. I love this cover, by the way. Really, really cool. Then the last of the physical books, and the most recent, because this just came yesterday, which is what prompted this video, because it reminded me maybe I should do a haul video, is Secrets of a Fangirl by Erin Dion. This is also from Scholastic and comes out May 28th, so we've got a little bit of a wait on this one. And I was thinking that the name sounds familiar, and that's because Scholastic also sent me Lights, Camera, Disaster by Erin, which sounded really fun, but I didn't have a chance to read it. As you'd probably imagine, it's contemporary, and again, it's fangirl. This is probably pretty obvious, but looks like it's about a girl who feels pretty geeky, and she wins a chance to be on a fan panel at a convention. She knows more than anyone else on the panel, but it seems like no one will let her talk, so Sounds interesting. Sounds like a story about, finding your voice and kind of young coming of age, as you would expect. So if you'd like to hear more about it or hear my thoughts on it, let me know in the comments. If you're really sick of seeing cattails in my face when I record videos, let me know in the comments. So that was all for the physical books. I did have a few digital ones too. I have talked about this a little bit, but I got 2 books from Abigail Reynolds that really should have been reviewed by now because I read them before Christmas and they're starting to fade from memory as a result because I haven't sat down to talk about them because life just got crazy. But it's Mr. Darcy's Enchantment and Conceit and Concealment. Both are very different retellings. Some of the most unique and unlike other, I mean that's redundant because that's what unique means. They're very different. One is, I'm not going to get into it here because I'm going to review them. It's going to happen. But those came directly from Abigail. Thank you very much, Abigail. I did like them and I will be talking about them very soon. I also got a copy of The House in Poplar Wood by Kate Ormsby from the author. She was giving away copies of the audiobook and I have reviewed this one. I don't know if it's up by the time you're seeing this video, but I will link the review either way in the description and you can either click on it now and watch it, or you can wait a few days and it'll be up soon and then you can watch it. Yeah, so I totally forgot that I recorded this review, and I hopefully still have the video files, so I will find those and edit them and let you guys know. Oops. I had a bunch of other audiobooks too that I got from the Audible romance package, but since I don't own those, they're just kind of, in my shelf until I delete them, but it's not like they're actually mine. I'm not going to get into all those because there are many, and I will be talking about them as I listen to them. I also got a veritable shit ton of free Kindle books, and again, I'm not going to go into all of those because I don't like to promote potentially really bad books, especially with all of the abuses that go on in Kindle free books and Kindle unlimited books. I don't want to give authors any airtime until I have read the books and decided whether they are worth promoting. Apparently today is going to be the day of interjections for me because this video clip cuts off and I don't have a next video clip linking what I just said with what I'm about to say. Don't ask me what happened there because I don't know. But what I think happened is that I said I wasn't going to share all of the ridiculous things I've downloaded on Kindle, which is a good call. But I am going to share a few things that I think are probably worth it, maybe, you might be interested in. Let's see. Which is Solving for X by Leanne Coppins, or Coppins. It is a Jane Austen retelling, which is why I am willing to go ahead and give it the shout out. This one was, I think, temporarily free. I don't think it still is, although maybe it is. Go ahead and check. I'll leave it linked below. According to my bullet journal from last year, I also had a book called Captured by Alvin Townley, but I don't know where it is. I have no idea, so I don't know exactly what it's about, what I have done with it. I think it was about a prisoner of war. Probably out now, but I don't know for sure. But your guess is as good as mine. I don't have it to share with you, and I probably won't be reading it. And that brings us to the end of this haul. No, it doesn't. Alright, so as I mentioned in a caption in the beginning of the video, I recorded this a few weeks ago. It's probably been the better part of a month, actually. Which means that more things have come, and I don't want them sitting around forever waiting for the next haul, so I'm just going to add them in here and make the video a little longer. Sorry. Let's get into it. Actually, this one just came. It looks so cute. Words you guys probably never expected to have come out of my mouth in regards to a contemporary romance. But, come on. Truly, Madly, Royally. Yeah, this looks like everything I love about bad Hallmark romances, or The Prince and I. I can get down with some cheesy romance. I don't know who I am anymore, but I like it. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This one comes out July 30th, so there's still quite a wait on it for you guys. For me, I think it's possibly going to be the next thing I read. I don't know who I am either. Then we have, I haven't looked in these packages since they came and I opened them and glanced at them, so I legitimately don't remember anymore. This one is, oh, I forgot about this. Ooh, this one is The Surface Breaks by Louise O'Neill. I did not tell you. This one is by Debbie Rigaud, but this one is by Louise O'Neill. The Surface Breaks, it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. cover is very pretty. It's set in Ireland, and I'm really curious if it is gonna stay true to the original story and be a downer, or if it's like Disneyfied Little Mermaid retelling. But I guess we'll see. This one comes out in August. Then from Scholastic, I think these are all from Scholastic actually. We have Skyjacked by Paul Griffin. I don't know why I get sent so many like war stories and other things of that nature, you know, like the captured book I mentioned earlier, but I do. So I think I'm gonna be stocking up my little free library soon, because war stories really just aren't my thing necessarily, but I'm sure that there are a lot of readers out there that would love to get their hands on it. So this one again comes out August 13th. So this one obviously is about a plane hijacking and is contemporary, I would imagine. It doesn't really say when it's set, but I'm thinking post 9/11, but I will likely be donating this one, but if you would like to know initial thoughts or have an excerpt or anything like that, let me know. And then the last thing for this haul, I think, is this box that you might have saw me share on Instagram that is for The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. Some goodies in addition to the book, which I'm currently reading. So here is the book. Really cool cover. I love the little tagline in the back. It says, "Branches and stones, daggers and bones, they locked the beast away." And then it also came with this little candle. It smells very strong, but very good and familiar. I can't think of what it reminds me of though. This, which I've never seen before, but I think is genius. It's called a smart wallet. It sticks to your phone. It's like a little silicone pocket that sticks to your phone for you to keep, like, you know, your ID or a debit card or whatever in it. Potentially dangerous, but also kind of genius. So we'll be using that, trying it out at least. On my poor crushed phone. I know, just brief interruption here. I know that a lot of you asked for vlogs, reading vlogs for the 30-day book binge, and I said sure, and then I remembered that my camera on my phone, which I use for vlogging, got smashed, and I was like, well, maybe I can use the front facing. It'll be a pain in the ass to frame things, but maybe it can be done. And literally on the first, I dropped my phone flat on the floor and shattered the entire front screen. And the like nexus of all the shatters is right over that camera. Same as on the back when I crushed it. So that's just not gonna happen. Anyway, I at least have something to kind of cover up some of those cracks. Also in the box was a little like chocolate pop and a tank top that says "Welcome to Four Paths," which is where the book is set. As I mentioned, I started reading it. I'm really digging the style. I'm not very far in yet, but yeah, I'll be talking about it soon. So far I like it. Now I gotta take all the fluff back out of the box so that the cats can climb back into it, because they've been hounding me for this box ever since it showed up. So they're both circling it right now. And that is the final of my interruptions in this ridiculous video. A little more scattered and eclectic of a haul, just because it is some random things that kind of have been trickling into my mailbox, and that will probably be how hauls are for a little while on this channel, other than maybe I'll do like digital or audiobook or library hauls occasionally to kind of let you know what I am reading and taking in that isn't review books. If you want to see things like that, let me know. I am pro library, pro Hoopla and Libby, pro Audible, pro free Kindle book if they're any good. Just whatever gets books into your life, you know? But as I mentioned, all of the books will be listed and linked in the description below. If you've read any of them, you can let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've added anything cool to your shelves recently, I would love to hear about it. But that is all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, happy reading. Do you have an objection? Get out of here. Get out of here. No. No. Hey, could you just move? I'm gonna spray you guys. You get out of here. You get out of here. You thought I wouldn't do it, but I did.